In this video, I'm going to show you how to save your work, as well as how to export it as a different file type. So, in the top right corner, you're going to come to File. And I'll zoom in a little bit so we can see this a little bit better. But under File, if you click on it, you can scroll down and press Save. Since I haven't made any edits on this, it's blacked out. But you can see that I can press Save or I can press Command S and that will save it. I can also save as, which will allow me to change the name if I want to, but that'll create a second file, which we don't need to do. So after I click that, we'll go down to Save and make sure that it saves as a Photoshop file. The reason why you would want to save it as a Photoshop file is because as a Photoshop file, you can reopen it up and start working on it again. When we turn in assignments online, I don't really want a Photoshop file because I'll have to download the file, put it into my version of Photoshop, open it up, and then go back to the internet to grade. So what I want you to do is to export the image as a JPEG. That way it'll open up on Google Classroom. So in the same place of going up to File, we're going to come down to Export. And you'll have some options. If you're in a different program, it might look a little bit different, but you're going to go to Export As. When I zoom out, usually it'll pop up with another window. It'll show what the image will look like and then give you some options on how you want to export it. Mainly for our purposes, you want to change it to a JPEG. That is the easiest for uploading online. Then I want you to keep the quality at 100%. We want a high quality image so that I can judge you on your use of technique and detail. I don't want to see a bunch of little pixels. Then we'll scroll down. We don't really need to change any of the other properties. And we'll hit Export. That should save it onto your desktop somewhere. When we do progress shots of assignments, what I want you to do is keep it with the project name and then put a dash and process. Since this is the first process shot, we're going to do process 1. That'll make it easy for us to see. If it's the final version, then you can put final. And come down here and save it. You can see on my desktop that I have a JPEG of that final image, and that's what I'll turn into for Google Classroom. Do not churn in the Photoshop file because I'm going to have to do so much work to open that, and you don't want me having to do extra work to have to grade your things.